Hi, it's Maxine here. I'm going to talk today about how your mind is affected when you don't take time to stop and just be quiet. So I like to use the analogy of a muddy jar. So if you imagine a jar of muddy water and you shake that jar up and all the sediment gets muddled up with the water and you can't see through that water. You've just got this murky jar of water. That's what your mind is like when you are busy all the time, when you don't stop to recharge and rest your mind and create some calm. It's like this muddy water in your head that you can't see through. You can't make sense of things sometimes because everything's just got that murky film on it. And what happens when you stop and create some quiet and some calm in your life? It's like that sediment in the jar just falls down to the bottom and you get this clear water above. And suddenly you might have the sediment there, but it's not all jumbled up with the clear way of thinking. And so you get this clarity and this clear water in the analogy of the jar. You get the clear water at the top. And that's the same for your mind, that when you stop and you quiet and you just allow yourself some time just to not be busy all the time in your head and not be busy all the time in your life running around here, there and everywhere, just to be quiet. And it just allows the sediment to stop and drop to the bottom. Like I say, those things are still there, but they're not interfering with how you're thinking and your clarity of thought. And when you do this on a regular basis, it just allows everything to settle in your mind. And like I say, you get that clarity of thought. And suddenly, something that could have been bothering you for ages and ages and ages, you suddenly get this like ding, this answer into your head. And it's because you've allowed your mind to settle and to get that clarity of thought. So it's a really good analogy, I think, for how many of us spend our time with this murky jar just constantly shaken up. And you can't see the wood for the trees and you just feel heavy and murky all the time. But by taking regular time, and that doesn't have to be, half a day or anything. It can just be 5-10 minutes a day, just being quiet, just sitting quietly, not being distracted by other things and just allowing your mind to settle. You can do this by, sitting in the garden with a cuppa, listening to some nice relaxing music, just sitting with your feet up and your eyes closed, doing meditation. If you can do that on a regular basis, the meditation is just so powerful because it just trains your mind to say, right, I'm going to be quiet now and just allow everything to settle. And you'll really notice that it has a big ripple effect on the rest of your life because you'll be able to deal with things better. You'll be a better person because you've not got this murkiness in your head and you're not, feeling confused or muddled all the time. You suddenly feel lighter and brighter because all the heaviness has dropped. So I really would encourage you to prioritise yourself and make that time every day. I mean, say 5-10 minutes, a bit longer is better. But whatever you can to build that into your life and just notice and think, that sediment's just settling to the bottom and I'm getting that clarity. I'm getting the calmness that comes with that clarity. And actually it ripples out into the rest of my life and it's making my life better. So give it a go and let me know how you get on.